and welcome to Privacy in Action. My name is Evan Robertson. I love cats and candy a lot. Wait, I'm wearing a cat shirt. A little obvious. And I'm 10 years old. It started out as just a school science project. I didn't want to do anything normal, like counting popcorn kernels or anything close to that. I wanted to do something really unique. So I decided to test how many people care about their Wi-Fi security. This talk that I'm doing is about how I did that and the results I got. So there are some things that you need to know when you're about to connect to a Wi-Fi hotspot. Who controls those Wi-Fi hotspots? What are they doing with that information? And are they selling it or spying on you? So we decided to make our own. And the terms and conditions, we made it so no one in the universe would agree to it. To do this project, we used a Raspberry Pi. My school signed off letting me do this project, which was awesome. My hypothesis is that more than 50% would accept the terms and conditions. So what is a Raspberry Pi? This is a Raspberry Pi. So I built my Raspberry Pi and I used a Cana kit. It came with almost what we needed, and we had one, so we bought 2 more to get more victims. I mean data. I used Linux on the Raspberry Pi terminal to program. We were using the command sudo way too much. I don't like it. So a few packages that we used were host APD for making it a Wi-Fi hotspot, ISC DHCP server for giving IP addresses to the clients that connect, Node.Splash to make the Wi-Fi hotspot act like a captive portal, Bind9 to redirect website lookups to the portal like google.com, and CBLC. This is how it works. The Pi advertises itself as a Wi-Fi hotspot. The user connects. Their device will tell them that a sign-in is required. It will direct them to a web page on my Pi. It shows a nice pretty page with a button to the terms and conditions and a link to read the terms and conditions. We track the MAC address of who connects and who clicks the accept button. We play audio when either of those happen. So remember this? A kid, a 9th grader, got arrested after taking a homemade clock to school, and they thought it was a bomb. So I hid my Raspberry Pi in grocery bags. Didn't want anyone to think they were bombs. A few places that we went to test our Wi-Fi. We went to Lakeland Mall in Austin. That's a picture. We went there on Black Friday and Mother's Day weekend. We went to Round Rock Premium Outlet Mall for Christmas season and Mother's Day weekend. Then we went to Target for Christmas season. Now, about those terms and conditions, remember, I said we made it so nobody in the world would agree to those. You agree to allow your connecting device to be accessed and or modified by us in any way, including but not limited to harvesting of personal information and authentication data. Now, who would accept those terms and conditions? 40 people, or 52%, accepted the terms and conditions. We went to B-Side San Antonio and presented this. It's a hacker convention. There were 3 tracks and 3 different conference rooms. I had 3 Raspberry Pis. I would expect that not a lot of people would accept the terms and conditions there. So that means 49% accepted the terms and conditions. Now, this is how I tied everything together. This, like whenever somebody connects, it plays a sound. Or if someone authenticates, it plays the sound. Now, I learned that people would rather have free Wi-Fi than a secure connection. That people don't read the terms and conditions, that security professionals do it just as much. Because 49% versus 52% of normal people. Now, I learned how to code using Linux. I learned sudo, which is super user do, apt get install, which is a package manager, nano, which is a file editor, CVLC, an audio player, and how to do an if or else statement. I also learned how to research a problem using Google and elite social engineering skills. So a website that helped me do my project was my dad's, and it's www.cybersecurityguy.com. That's where I found out how to program the Raspberry Pi to be a Wi-Fi hotspot. Now, remember this school science project? There I am, really happy because I just won first place at my school science fair.